Good evening. Welcome to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to do my latest book review, and I just want to say I had the opportunity to meet this author 2 years ago in October for the book release for this book I'm about to review. And I'm talking about no other than Mr. Curtis Bunn. Welcome to my world. First of all, I want to say I wish I would have read this book before I came to the book conference this year, Mr. Bunn, because I would have had to talk to you and just let you know, praise you for this book. This week has been really rough for me, and reading this book has lifted me up because life, this book made me be thankful, blessed, and know how fortunate I am because there's someone out there in the world who has it worse than I, you, and some other people. I just want to say that this book is dealing with the main characters is Brenda and Rodney. You have Brenda, who is executive, who I can relate to, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. Worked 14 years for AT&T, goes into work one day, gets laid off. Not only that, she has a husband that just ups and leave her. Has a sister and nephew. Does something foolish, and her sister wind up in the hospital worried about her son. Mm. I just want to say, from that point, her world, her life spiraled, and her self-esteem really went down. She started eating junk food, McDonald's, and Rodney, you have homeless by choice, I would say. He thought he did something tragic. I'm just gonna say that, and he felt like that's his punishment. He should be homeless on the street. Not only that, he's bipolar. And bipolar is a serious matter. Him and Brenda cross paths because he's homeless, and like I said, she loves junk food, and so happened he hang out at the spot near McDonald's, and he just told her, "Why you eating that junk food?" He just told her like it was, and she got offended. But it stayed on her mind from when she left and went home, and she was destined to confront him the next day, and she went to do that. Another part in this book that kind of I can relate to that happened, something happens to Rodney, and he winds up hurt. The place, he started reflecting on the tragedy that he thought he caused. I'm going to say that is the place that I used to work for, and I was there for 17 years. I go in one day, they lay me off, eliminate my position and everything. So that book made me reflect back. That part of the book made me reflect back to what happened to me. And then you have, you know, other characters within the book. But I just want to talk about the bipolar. It's so serious, even in the Afro American community, if you even mention that you want to go see a psychiatrist or counseling, oh, you're weak. There's nothing wrong with getting help because suicide is a serious matter this day and time. And you see young people taking their lives every day. And you have that question, what if? What if, they would have talked to someone, counsel them? I'm not ashamed to say, if feel like I need to talk to someone, I will go to a psychiatrist. That don't make me weak. If I want to cry, that don't make me weak. Sometimes you need to cry. But not getting off the subject of this book, I will say that, you know, the connection, the growth between Brenda and Rodney, it kind of reminds me of my literary twin Diane. The relationship we have like brothers and sisters, and she was there for him. I would say this, Mr. Curtis Bunn, that Norman was a jerk. What he tried to do, well, what he did do to Rodney was like, mm, why are you so insecure? This is a homeless man. I'm not, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not the person to tell the whole book, but I just want to touch some topics without giving away because you need to get the book. Welcome to My World by Curtis Bunn. But that Norman was something else. I must say, I love the PF Curtis. I'm not gonna say what it is because, like I said, you need to support, get the book. Welcome to My World. But I'm gonna have to use PF. I love that. I love how you introduce Rick and how they all came together toward the end. I wasn't expecting this book to turn the way it did and ended the way it did. It was all of that. To me it was. I mean, I loved it. And I will say, Welcome to My World will be in my top five best of 2019. That's how much I love this book. I'm so glad last week when I was debating what book do I want to read next, this book, I kid you not, was calling my name. And the week I've just had, I'm glad I picked it up because it just made me feel like I'm very fortunate because someone else out in the world has it worse than me. I will say that. This definitely is a 5-star read. I have not done my Amazon review, Goodreads, but I will as soon as I finish taping this video review. And I just want to say, this cover, I love this cover. And just to hear him talk about the book when I went to his book release, it intrigued me then. It really did. I just want to say to those out there who hasn't been to Mr. Curtis Bunn's National Book Conference, please do yourself justice and go because it's an experience you will never forget. I won't forget. I look forward to going again. I loved it. I mean, it's not a 1 day event, it's a 2 day event. That's what I love about it. You meet and you engage with people, meet friends, develop friendship and everything. I just want to thank those who support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm also on Instagram, Robert's Reading Room, and my Facebook page is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. If you have a book you recommend for me that you want me to do a review for, please drop a comment in the link below. I'm just gonna say, please, welcome to my world, Curtis Bunn, and please leave a review if you can. Until next time, happy readings.